You've got questions about curling shoes and we've got answers. I'm Pete Townshend from Goldline Curling and we're here to talk to you today about curling shoes. We're here today to answer all of your questions, walk you through what makes a good curling shoe, how to choose what's best for you, and make the decision a whole lot easier. What's on the bottom of curling shoes? One of the top questions we get all the time. And if I pop in here to our Cyclones, which is one of our G50 shoes, you can see that on one foot, you've just got a gripper material, and so this is not the foot that you slide with. This is the foot that you're just walking around, and it's got a grip, so it's like a rubber grip on it so that it has really good traction on the ice, keeps you nice and steady. The other side is the side that people are always interested in, and this is the side that you slide on. Now this is a left-handed pair of shoes, so the slider is on the right-hand foot, and the slider is made out of a Teflon material. The reason we use Teflon is it has, in technical terms, a really low coefficient of friction, so it slides really well. There have been a lot of experimentation with a lot of different materials, and we found that Teflon is the best thing to go with. One of the things that you'll notice is if we compare different shoes, you'll see that the Teflon is a lot thicker on some shoes than on others. And the reason for that is that Teflon is a very soft material, and so when it's riding along ice, especially curling ice, which has got a whole lot of pebbles and a lot of bumps, it tends to ride up and down and cause a lot more friction. But when you get thicker with the Teflon, then it gets a little bit firmer as well, and it starts to ride up on top of the pebble, and that makes it slide a whole lot faster. Now, one of the things that we've introduced in recent years is that we've started to add a reinforcement behind the slider. This actually looks like a two-piece slider where there's slightly different colors of white. And the reason for that is that we've put a substrate behind the Teflon to keep it nice and firm. That means that we don't have to go as thick on the Teflon, which is an expensive material and it's also a very heavy material, so we can go thinner on the Teflon and still offer a really high speed for your sliding. Now that we've talked a little bit about the different thicknesses of sliders, one of the other things that is really important to consider is the stability. And there's a lot of different things that we've done to create additional stability because you want to stay safe on the ice, and if your foot is rocking, that's going to be one of the things that's going to potentially either cause you to fall over and get injured or roll your ankle or anything like that. We want to make sure that you've got a nice and stable slider. You've probably seen different options through the years, both from Goldlines and from other manufacturers, and that might include on some of the things we've done on our shoes is we've created little divots to take the weight off the ball of your foot, or we've created like a horseshoe shape or a ring shape, and that was called a perimeter slider. What we've actually found is that by reinforcing the Teflon with this substrate on the back, not only did it make the slider faster because it's stiff and riding up on top of the pebble, but it also made it incredibly stable. It is the most stable shoe that I've ever worn myself, and so we started doing that on our Momentum series, but in 2024 we've introduced it onto all of our G50 line as well.